Hello and welcome, prospective students, and welcome to our little informational video on our computational science program at George Mason University, Korea. My name is Hyunwoo Jo. I am a junior majoring in global affairs with minors in computational data sciences and data analysis at Mason, Korea. Today we have a very special guest here with us today, and that is Professor Brian Kolchow, who is an instructor for our College of Science programs at Mason, Korea. Professor Kolchow, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And Professor Kolchow, before we begin, could you briefly introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Brian Kolchow, and I'm instructional faculty here at George Mason University, Korea for the Computational and Data Sciences program. I'm also the program coordinator for the College of Science and our Learning Assistance program, and myself am also a graduate of George Mason University.
Can you tell us about the MS in Computational Science degree?
Sure. The computational science graduate degree is designed for computational scientists, engineers, data scientists, or anybody from a multitude of professional backgrounds. The program is designed to provide students with an understanding of technologies and methodologies that are utilized by government and technology and many other types of firms. It's aimed at students and working professionals who want to enhance their ability to make data-driven decisions and improve their data skills.
And why should students seek this degree?
So, data skills are something that are highly sought by all different types of professions, and it's something that prospective employers like to see on people's resumes. It's something that individuals could use to enhance their competitiveness in the job market as well as their career trajectories.
And why get the MS in Computational Science at the Mason Korea campus?
Well, George Mason University actually has a long history of being a pioneer in the computational sciences. It was one of the first universities to offer the multidisciplinary doctoral degree in 1992, so the university has a long history in offering these kinds of courses. And as an applicant or accepted student to the George Mason University Korea program, students would have access to all of the resources that were available at the main campus as well.
So starting off with some frequently asked questions by applicants, can applicants who haven't majored in a relevant field of computational science for their undergrad degree, can they apply for the MS in computational science?
Yeah, absolutely. So applicants should have a background in something like the physical sciences, life sciences, mathematics, statistics, or computer science. However, applicants can come from all different kinds of academic backgrounds as long as they have proficiency in statistics, mathematics, and a high-level computing language.
And if you haven't had math classes or math courses in a while, do you think this program will be too challenging?
So this is a graduate level course or program, and so there are going to be certain requirements in terms of background knowledge in mathematics, statistics, and programming that aren't going to be taught at the graduate level. However, there are lots of different kinds of refresher courses that people can take online or at local universities if they wanted to increase their background knowledge in those subjects so that they would be ready for the graduate program.
Can a student study at Mason Korea for their first year and at the U.S. campus for their last year before graduating? If so, what would be the tuition rate when studying at the Fairfax campus?
Yeah, absolutely. So students have the opportunity to be able to study here at the George Mason University campus, and if they wanted to, they would be able to transfer over to the main campus in the U.S. If they were to do so, then they would need to formally fill out paperwork to transfer to the main campus, and then they would pay the U.S. tuition rates. The U.S. tuition rates can be found at sc-ms-csim.edu/student accounts.
And after completing their degree in Korea, will a student receive the same identical U.S. degree?
Yes, they would receive the same degree that they would have received if they had physically been studying in the U.S. at the U.S. campus.
And let's say I want to go to school and I want to attend the CS program, but I also work full-time. Would that be possible?
Yeah, this program is actually designed for working professionals. So it's designed for people who have full-time jobs and will need to commute to the campus. So all courses are offered in the evenings.
And is this program considered a STEM program, as in will I be able to get a 3-year OPT?
Yes, this is the Computational Science MS program is designed as a STEM program, so graduates would be able to apply for an OPT visa. They would need to meet the requirements standard for all OPT applicants, so they would need to have studied in the U.S. for 1 year as a full-time student, and at the time of applying for the OPT visa, they would need to be holding an F1 visa in the U.S., which is standard for all OPT applicants.
And can students have the opportunity to partake in research?
Yes, we have a very prolific faculty that are regularly publishing in academic journals, so they would have the opportunity to be able to partake in the research of our faculty, or if they had their own research interests, they would be able to have the faculty support them in that as well.
And moving on to some of our frequently asked admissions questions, what are some of the mandatory documents, required documents that are needed to apply for the program?
So to apply for the program, the applicants would need to submit the online application form that we have on our website. They would need to submit an expanded goals statement, two official transcripts. They would need to submit 2 letters of recommendation from either former professors or people who know them in a professional capacity. They would need to submit their TOEFL or other English proficiency documents.
And is the GRE required for admissions review? If it's optional, how do applicants know if they need to submit their GRE scores or not?
The GRE is not required for this program. Students who may want to consider submitting their GRE scores would be people who don't necessarily have the academic proficiency in statistics and mathematics to be able to prove that.
And next question, can I transfer from another graduate program? And if so, will any of my graduate credits be counted towards this degree?
Yes, we absolutely accept transfer applicants. There is a formal review process for reviewing certain credits to see if they are transferable or not. And all of that formal process can be found at gmu.edu/transfer/credits.
And before we wrap things up, where can we find the application deadline?
So the application deadline and all necessary requirements for applying to the program can be found at masonkorea.gmu.edu/programs/sc-ms-csim.
Before we wrap up, do you have anything that you'd like to say about the program or any information about where to reach out to any contact that these applicants might need?
So this is a very exciting and dynamic program that George Mason University Korea has launched. And in doing so, what we really want to do is make sure that we can customize the offerings of the program to the needs of the students who are in the program. So it's going to be very much of a personalized experience. If anybody has any questions about the program, they're more than free to reach out to me at jcolcha1@gmu.edu.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you, Professor Kolcha.